First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year, and like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
It's Jacob Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.
Good morning and
Hello.
welcome to First Local. It is Wednesday, February the 16th. Not frosty for a change.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. You know, I left my apartment there this morning and it was like, oh.
Spring is almost here.
Yes.
Well, we have a little bit of a mess to deal with today. Hopefully it won't be as messy as the forecast calls for, but it could get pretty messy when we see some heavy rain showers move in later on this afternoon. Of course, I will have more on that. There's also a weather advisory up north for Wawa area. Batchewana. Wawa. They're under the advisory from the same system where they could pick up 5 to 10 centimeters of snow tonight, plus some strong winds up there.
Okay.
And we're expecting some strong winds here as well, but I will give you all that detail coming up. So what's going on?
Well, so much. Okay, so, you know, of course, my moon update. Did see it this morning. It was very, very hazy, though, so we're going to have to check in with the weather models to see if we're actually going to be able to see it tonight, keeping in mind that although it is, for all intents and purposes, full in this moment, it's not officially full until just before noon today. You know, also known as the full snow moon, because the last of the snows and the frost of winter will begin to appear around this time. So it's known also as the storm, chaste, quickening, or hunger moon. May the odds be ever in your favor. So it's our wake-up call during this time in nature. Everything is pure, full of potential. The hibernating creatures are beginning to slowly wake up. Okay, their heartbeats are starting to quicken as they come out of their dormant period. So Mother Earth gently awakening us to new possibilities, and the snow moon enforces the same force upon us. So we too are coming out of hibernation, whether that's literal or spiritual or however you've been hibernating.
Okay, so now we have some more information on COVID in Ontario, and what do we got? We got the...
Well, you know what? Yves Duclos, you know, an eminent doctor, did make an announcement with regards to some more restrictions around traveling being lifted, kind of peeled back. So we have a clip, so we'll take you to that.
As provinces and territories adjust their public health measures, it is time to adjust our approach. This is possible because we have now multiple tools at our disposal to help us with this transition and to do it as safely as possible. These tools include a strong surveillance system, a highly vaccinated population, continued access to vaccines, access to therapeutics both in and outside our hospital system, and increasing access to rapid tests. Today, I'm announcing that we are easing our border measures. These changes are possible not only because we have passed the peak of Omicron, but because Canadians across the country have listened to the science and to experts, followed the public health measures, and taken steps to protect themselves, their families, and their communities. As of February 28, therefore, the following border measures will be in place. First, we will be returning to the random testing surveillance program for all vaccinated travelers that was in place before Omicron came in. This means that fully vaccinated travelers arriving to Canada from any country in the world will only need to take a PCR COVID-19 test if they are randomly selected. Further, and perhaps most importantly, fully vaccinated travelers who are selected under the mandatory randomized testing regime will no longer be required to quarantine while awaiting test results. Second, as a parent myself, I know that kids have been impacted severely in many ways in the last 2 years. And that's why I'm glad to announce that we are lifting restrictions for children less than 12 years old of age who are not yet fully vaccinated and traveling with fully vaccinated adults.
There you go.
Well, and there you have it. So, you know, I really only get nervous when they use words like "we have defeated the Omicron, because to me that's just a challenge to Mother Nature, and she would respond with, well, hold
Yeah,
my beer.
yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, we've already known that many of the restrictions are being lifted, so this seems to fall in line with that. Little surprised that they're even still holding on to the randomized testing for vaccinated travelers, but again, like, I mean, I believe that it's all trending in a more population-friendly direction, so
Yep,
good,
things are
good.
Looking good. Okay, but now we have another clip from Doug Ford
Yeah.
talking about vaccines, and were they really all that effective? I don't know. Doug, tell us.
Today, I'm using my authority as Premier of Ontario to declare a state of emergency in our province.
Wrong clip.
He's
No.
gonna get
We
the-
need the
he's
right
gonna
one
get
so
the right
that
clip.
you can watch me, like, you know, trying to control my facial response.
Apparently he made this announcement yesterday.
He
right?
did make this announcement yesterday. Part of a question and answer period is my understanding. I really only watched part of it, and I really shouldn't be laughing. But again, you know, I can control my words, but my face has always kind of put it right out there like newsprint. So, we got it, Mike? Or
Oh, we
don't
don't
have
the
it.
clip.
Okay. Well, let me
we're trying to
summarize
find
for you. Doug Ford did offer up his opinion based on the science and the advice of the Science Advisory Table that apparently, you know, the vaccinations don't work quite the way we had hoped they would work. So moving forward, you know, we're just going to kind of peel back the layers that we've put down, and we're just going to tell everybody, yeah.
I mean, they're not going to hurt you. Go get vaccinated. But
oh, for sure. They're going to offer you something.
Yeah.
I mean, that much has been determined, but, you know, his...
But it was never a cure-all.
No.
We all knew
not
that.
the silver bullet that we were
So-
hoping for. But
It's unfortunate we don't have that clip.
but he did offer up some safety messaging, which was basically do your thing and be careful.
Okay, before we go to news, one of our regular viewers, Jim Whitty,
Yes?
who's actually a pretty good cartoonist.
Oh,
as
he's
well.
a brilliant artist
Yeah.
in general, like across multiple medium. He's always been a very gifted, talented individual.
Well,
but,
he sent a cartoon yesterday because she's always mocking the forecast, right? So this is Jim's answer. There he is. I guess I'm Charlie Brown, which is great because Charlie Brown's an awesome character.
How is this
But,
for
you
a
know,
woman?
it's not warm enough for you, so I'll just light the set on fire. So get Dan to cover that.
There you go.
Doesn't have
there
to go
you
far
go.
to cover that story.
Yeah,
Anyway,
there are many things that I would light
speaking
on
of
fire.
stories, she's got more news. I have weather coming up, so there you go.
Yes. Okay, here we go. All right. So first of all, last night at about 7:45, a situation did play out in the West End that resulted in a road being closed and one person in custody. Sioux Online did receive reports of a heavy police presence, specifically in the area of Peoples Road and Elliott Road. So they invoked multiple units, including the ERT, the ballistics truck. They were on the scene of a home on Elliott between Hill Street and Peoples Road. The stretch of the roadway in that moment was closed to traffic. The manager of communications for the police, Lincoln Loudit, was able to provide some insight. He did indicate that it was an active scene. One person is in custody. Ongoing investigation and more details will be released as they become available. Of course, Dan did stay in contact with Lincoln Loudit. As of 11:15 last night, the update that we had received indicated that police had cleared the scene and that the roadways were at that moment open, and the situation is ongoing. And of course, we will continue to bring you updates as they become available. Couple of collisions to report yesterday. Be careful. Okay, just because it's getting warmer doesn't mean it's not still slippery. All right, around 8:30 yesterday morning, emergency vehicles were called to the report of a collision. Upon arrival, it was observed that two vehicles with significant front-end damage were blocking at least one lane of traffic at 2nd Line East and Pine Street. So this would be right in the area of St. Mary's. Firefighters were on scene. They secured the scene of the collision, blocking off most traffic to and from St. Mary's High School, while paramedics were seen speaking with one individual. Police were delayed in their arrival to the collision and they did arrive roughly 20 minutes after the fire services. No word on cause of collision or any injuries. However, the Board of Works was notified to attend the scene with a sander, which did arrive, according to witnesses, shortly after 9 a.m. So a fairly rapid response there. The intersection, of course, was subsequently cleared. Second collision, north of the city, there was a collision near Alona Bay Lookout, which has since been cleared. The second collision, of course, at Highway 17 near Haviland Bay Shores. So according to sources, the roads were slow in the time. Gooley Fire Rescue as well as paramedics were headed to the scene, and of course the OPP as well. So in that time, there were some significant delays. Okay, so we'll switch the focus now to consider expectant mothers, ladies who are pregnant. We had a soon-to-be mother reach out regarding some concerns that she had, as well as those in her pregnancy circle. And it had to do with the Tdap vaccine, which is given between 27 and 36 weeks pregnant. And the concern was that it didn't appear to be available through Algoma Public Health, as in this time, of course, the primary focus was on treating COVID-19. So the individual who reached out was concerned that a vaccine that would ordinarily be free to future mothers was hard to find in the community. She noted that one place that she could get it had charged her a $20 fee, something that she argued, of course, in the moment wasn't right, since Algoma Public Health had, up until this time, been administering it for free. So we did, from our end, reach out to Algoma Public Health to clear up the concerns and the confusion. They were quick to respond, indicating that although there might be a wait involved, you can still get your Tdap vaccine for them. So for those of you who are unaware, Tdap stands for tetanus, diphtheria, pertussis, which is also known as whooping cough. So, you know, more or less a booster from our childhood vaccinations. Yeah, so although, again, there may be a wait, you can get these immunizations provided by a broad range of healthcare providers in Algoma, as well as their organizations. So if ever you as a citizen have a concern about obtaining a vaccine, you are encouraged to reach out to Algoma Public Health. They are very quick to respond. They will give you the information that you need, including where, how, and when you can obtain what it is you seek. Okay, I think in this moment we're going to hop on over to Craig, because I want to know about the cloud cover tonight and if I'm going to see the moon.
I don't think so, because we're going to see some flurries, maybe some snow showers, but definitely some cloud and some wind developing later on this afternoon into our evening. Today it's going to be kind of a little tease of spring, because we're going to see temperatures rise well above seasonal. We're hoping to about +6, but it's coming with some showers as well. We'll take a look outside. It looks pretty gray, fairly mild right now compared to the last couple of mornings. We're currently sitting at -4. We are heading up above freezing in just the next couple of hours, but we also see some drizzle, and we also see some rain coming our way. Here's your 12-hour forecast. Again, expect to see just some light flurry activity maybe over the next couple of hours. If not, it's going to be drizzle. That's going to change to heavier showers later on this afternoon as those winds pick up from the southwest, bumping our temperatures up to 6, and then holding steady for the evening at +5, but then dropping during the overnight to -13, with some winds shifting towards the northwest, and that's where we could pick up an additional couple of centimeters of snow later on tonight. It is just one of several snow systems coming our way over the next couple of days. I'll give you all those details, though, coming up in the 3-day. Heidi?
All right. Well, again, I will remind everybody that even though there is suggested cloud cover tonight, still mind yourself, do look up, because sometimes the moon will show herself even though the clouds are there. So yes, the weather models will not interfere in my relationship with the moon. Okay, we are now going to take a quick break so we can hear from our sponsors. Of course, the likes of Maker North, actively developing, creating, and solving problems to implement both locally as well as internationally. If you have something that you need, something that is broken, you're not sure where you can get a replacement part, do make the effort to contact Maker North. They can frequently, if they can't fix what you have, they can recreate it. So there's that. Also, there's an event coming up across the border that we are invited to participate in, the annual Spring Jeep the Mac. So go ahead, listen to the words of our sponsors, fill your cup and come on back. I'm going to regale you with tales of COVID numbers continuing to decline. We also have the medal count from the Olympics as well, the community showing its support for a former chief of fire services.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Good morning and welcome back to this Wednesday, February the 16th, Whopper Wednesday, also Hump Day. We've made it this far. We can keep going. The weekend is in sight. Okay, let's get into the COVID numbers because I absolutely know that this is what brought everybody back. So overnight, Algoma Public Health did report 44 new cases, dropping the active case count by 9 to come to rest at 583, with one of those numbers being attributable to somebody who is outside of the Algoma Public Health catch basin. Hospitalizations are down by 1, leaving 16 receiving care. The number of resolved cases has increased by 53. Of the 44 new cases, 36 are recognized as being located in Sault Ste. Marie and area, 4 are located in North Algoma, 2 in Elliott Lake and area, and 2 in Central and East Algoma. Provincially speaking, Ontario health officials are reporting 1,550 people in hospitals with COVID-19, including 384 people in the province's intensive care units. Now, this is up slightly from what we reported yesterday, but again, there's always that little bit of catch-up as a lot of hospitals don't report their numbers over the weekends. So the number of people in intensive care has been steadily decreasing for weeks. Just a day earlier, officials reported that 394 people were in intensive care, and on Sunday, officials did report that 402 people were in intensive care. The province also reported that unfortunately 19 more people have died due to COVID-19 over the past 24 days. A Ministry of Health spokesperson said one of the deaths occurred on February 14th, 6 deaths occurred on February 13th, 4 on February 12th, and the remaining 8 occurred prior to that. Officials said that there have been a total of 12,120 COVID-19 related deaths in the province since the start of the pandemic. The province reported that 54% of the 2,059 people in hospital are primarily there due to COVID-19, while the remaining 46% were admitted for other reasons but have subsequently tested positive for the virus. Officials have also said that 137 of the people in intensive care are fully vaccinated, 113 are unvaccinated, and 13 are partially vaccinated. The remaining 121 have an unknown vaccination status. Okay.
enough with the unknowns. I want to know about the Olympics. So Jacob, tell us what's going on.
Well, Heidi, as you well aware, the Olympics are going on, and Canada is still doing strong. We have a graphic that's going to come up on your screen that's going to go over the medal count and just how these countries are doing. And although not a lot of the medals changed yesterday, we're still pretty much seeing countries in the same position they were before, with Norway leading the way for golds and Germany right behind them. We are still seeing plenty of action going on. The women's curling team won a very important game yesterday to keep their hopes alive of getting into the next round in the curling tournament. But what I want to start with what's going on today. So today, Team Canada battles Team USA in the women's hockey gold medal game. So this is the matchup we expected for the gold medal game for women's hockey. So if Canada can win this one, they take home the gold. If they lose, they take home silver. The players have spoke to multiple reporters saying that they really want to get this gold after that sour taste from their last silver medal against Team USA. Then a big surprise in the men's hockey last night. So Team USA and Team Slovakia were battling. The winner of that one would move on to the next round. And Slovakia managed to beat Team USA in a shootout. So Team USA has been eliminated from the men's hockey tournament. Team USA was a heavy favorite going into this tournament, and it's frankly very surprising that they're eliminated this early. So now this means with the Canada-Sweden game starting today at 8:20, so pretty soon, but don't leave until first local's over, of course, the winner of that game, hopefully Canada, will move on to play Slovakia in the next round. Then the winner of that round is guaranteed to play in at least a medal game. So this is fantastic news for Canada, as you know, they struggled a little bit at times in the men's hockey, but overall they've been playing really strong. The women's hockey is, as always, dominating the tournament. We have tons of other sports going on, with women's curling going on right now versus China. So let's just hope that Canada can continue to do well and continue to play awesome at the Olympics. And one other reminder, the Sioux Greyhounds do play tonight versus the Flint Firebirds, but if you want that, got to check out 705 Sports today at noon. Thanks, Heidi.
This is a special edition of 705 Sports?
Every Wednesday at noon, 705
Okay.
Sports headlines.
I thought it was Fridays.
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Oh.
Are you sick of me already?
No, not at
She's
all,
sick
not
of
at all.
me.
No, I just wanted to, it was a test. I wanted to make sure that the viewers knew. Okay.
I hope I passed.
So, yeah, I mean, Canada is doing better than expected. Kind of a surprise that the U.S. men's hockey team was eliminated. I didn't see that coming. You know, so yeah, I think that we need time to reflect on that particular situation. You know, so I am going to throw us into the world of our sponsors. You know, we'll have the Chamber of Commerce inviting everybody to love local, eat local, play local, do all the things local, because businesses locally, of course, need our support in this time of moving forward and recovery, resuming, you know, what will now become the new normal, you know, superior adult learning, encouraging, okay, you guys are so loud in my ear. Like, you know, I'm not a piece of meat. I can't do this with all this sound. Okay, well, Craig's weather. Anyway, superior adult learning, encouraging everybody to set some adult literacy goals and then contact them so that they can help you reach them. As well, you want to consider spending some time supporting the learners at Superior Adult Learning. They are actively looking for volunteers. All right, we're going to Craig or a break? Okay, we're going to go over to Craig now for some more weather.
Well, Heidi, obviously we're going to start the day with some warmer temperatures, much warmer than the last couple of mornings. We're currently sitting around -4. We're hoping to hit +6 later on this afternoon, and this is why we have a very strong surge of warm air coming up from the south. That is riding over top, of course, the cooler air that's currently in place around us. So that's riding over top, and as that does that, we're going to start seeing some rain showers develop later on this afternoon, along with some pretty strong stiff winds from the southwest. And then we're going to watch the cold front associated with this. Is a warm front bringing in the warm air. Then we have a cold front to worry about later on tonight. That's going to transition everything back over to snow and some cooler temperatures. And then we have a series of low pressure systems that we're keeping an eye on over the next several days as they try to take aim at the Great Lakes. So we'll definitely watch that for you. Let's take a look at the satellite, and we can show you activity from last night. This is that snow that we picked up around 2 centimeters late last night during the overnight. That pushed through. That, of course, is the warm front. That is the warm air coming in, and then we have a cold front trailing, and that's what's going to really stir up things later on tonight. This is what we look like as far as temperatures go, well above seasonal. We're hoping to hit +6. If not, we're going to probably settle in around 4 degrees, 1 degree in Wawa, 2 degrees in Timmins. We're all above seasonal values today. Only for today, though, then we're going to start seeing our temperatures dip back down again. This is the radar, and again, that's the snow coming in from last night. And this is the cold front that's getting ready to come in late this afternoon into our evening. The winds will shift from the southwest to the northwest, and then you'll definitely know the cold front is pushing through. This is what we look like for your 3-day forecast. So expect to see some mist, some drizzle, some light flurry activity this morning, and then mainly some heavier showers developing late in the afternoon as temperatures climb up to 4 degrees, 6 degrees. Tomorrow, we could still see a little bit of flurry activity in the morning, but for the most part, we're going to see just a mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures, though, right back down to -11, so things are really going to stiffen up later on tonight after kind of a mushy day. We're going to stay with those cooler temperatures for Friday. We have one of the systems coming in for Friday, -10 for your temperature, and again, we're looking at around 2 to 5 centimeters from this system on Friday. We're not anticipating a lot of snow today, and really, I'm not anticipating a lot of heavier rain as well. So I'll have a look at your 7-day forecast coming up and see just how many storms are lining up our way for next week. Right now, we're sending it right back to Heidi.
So now I'm going to challenge you to remember all of the lovely things that I said about our sponsors, Superior Adult Learning. Set your literacy goals, let them help you get there. Also looking for volunteers. I believe they're also calling for people to join their board of directors. So, you know, Maker North, solving problems. You got a problem, you're not sure what to do, contact Joe or Riley at Maker North. They're sure to help you out. Go fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Good morning and welcome back. In a surprising turn of events, I'm going to go straight to a factoid. They're very concerned that we're running over. I'm not concerned. All right. It was on this, I know you are, but you always are, and it never matters to me at all. Haha. February 16th, 2005, let's talk about Kid Rock. Kid Rock was arrested for allegedly punching a DJ at a strip club in Nashville, Tennessee. Allegedly. How do you allegedly punch somebody in the face? Okay, so police, of course, called to the incident, but Rock escaped from the club shortly after he was pulled over by an officer. He was pulled over by an officer who got an autograph, but did not do a breath test despite smelling alcohol. The officer has since been fired. The star was eventually arrested a few hours later, taken to night court and released on $3,000 bail. I mean, if you're going to get a mugshot, isn't that the mugshot
That's the one you want.
All right, let's get into social media. Before we get into the conversations that are waiting for us there, yesterday one of our loyal viewers, and certainly somebody that I've known for a long time, did let us know that on Valentine's Day, her little sister Lorna did get married in the official sense. So we do have that picture today. There is Lorna and David, husband. Not David, well, David, her husband, but their last name now is husband, yes. Yes, so congratulations, Lorna and David.
Yep.
You know, we wish you every happiness. Okay, let's get into social media. Let's see.
Here we go.
Jim Whitty, the cartoonist artiste extraordinaire, beating everybody to the punch. Good Wednesday, well, GWM, good Wednesday morning. Good morning to you, sir. Allie and Ron Rowlandson, typically Allie, good morning, she says. Good morning, Allie. Joanne Burmaster, hey, it's nice to see your name. She says, morning, Joanne.
Morning.
Enika, good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. What's happening to my...
Uh-oh, technical difficulties.
Of course. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Enika says, good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, and good morning to you, Enika. Margaret McKegg says, good morning, all. Good morning, Margaret. Tracy Faye, morning, everyone. It's a brand new day. Let's make it a good one. Every day is a brand new day.
It is.
And we do have that opportunity to make it good. You have to decide. Don't wait for the day to determine. You have to decide.
That's right. And it's hump day.
That's right. Steph says, good morning, all. I got it, Steph. I put it up. I did. Okay, Bradley says, good morning. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, Brad. Slugging it out at the steel plant. Steph Swans, oh, no, already got her. Tracy Faye says, melty. Yes.
Yes.
Rick Sutherland, good morning, all. Happy hump day. The temp is up and feeling good. Here's to a great day for all. Yes, I love this positive vibe. Everybody's just kind of rolling with the fact that it is halfway through the week. Kathy Boren says, as I gaze upon the view, sipping my magical brew, I bid all a fabulous day. Oh,
you too.
Poetic. Happy day to you. Fabulousness heading your way, Kathy. Judy O'Neill, good morning. Have an amazing day. Hope you enjoy it. I do my best to enjoy most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
if
really
not
does.
all of it, sure. Yeah. Okay. Steve Childs, laughing hard at something. Okay, share the joke, monsieur. How'd it go with your sign yesterday? I was curious about that. Marilyn Dunn says, good morning, everyone. Another day closer to spring. Yes. Stay positive and have a great day. Yes. Well, typically, if you choose to see the positive, you will have a great day. So, good advice. Tracy Faye, it is a challenge, Heidi. I agree. Yes.
Something you said earlier.
Oh, to make the choice to be happy. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, it can be a challenge, but we have the power. We have the technology. So, yeah. Thank you for commenting and thank you for watching all so consistently, Tracy. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. Have a great day.
Hey, Tony.
To you as well, Tony. Hello. Steve Childs, yes, great cartoon, Jim. Nicely done. Absolutely. Kathy Boren, love it. Jim nailed it.
Keep them coming, Jim.
Tori Nicole Below Henderson, good morning, all. Have a wonderful day. Be kind and always be safe. Yes, our viewer in Charlevoix.
Yes.
We were actually talking, I was at a Super Bowl party and we were talking about the castle, some of the concerts that have been viewed there. So, yeah, fond memories of the castle. Corey Erb, happy National Do a Grouch a Favor Day. How do you do a grouch a favor?
I'm not quite sure.
You suck. This is why you suck, and this is what you can do to suck less. Yes. All right. Ooh, new viewer, Frida Ross.
Hey, Frida. Nope.
Okay. All right. Thank you for watching, Frida, and thank you for commenting. Share the word. This is the Sue's Only News Show. Okay, Jen Buchan, happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, Jen. Jim Whitty saying thanks, Steve, and also saying thanks to Kathy, and thanks to, and now Ali is saying nice job, Jim. Tracy
Bradley, do you know Merrill Evoy? Tracy says he is married to my sister. Okay, they are from Echo Bay. Joseph says happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Joseph. Kathy says congrats to Lorna and David. Husband, yes. Terry Matthews says good morning, Heidi and Craig. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning.
Lori Rains Aguano. Happy day before Friday. Yes, yes. Tracy Faye, Mother Nature, actually. Okay, yes. Definitely a challenge issue. At the top of the show when they were saying, we have defeated, now that we have defeated the Omicron, and I said, Mother Nature, hold my beer.
Yeah.
All right. And Tori Nicole Bello Henderson responding to the comments about the castle, nice with a thumbs up. Yes. Okay. Nicely rounding out this morning's social media.
Okay, so before we do the 7-day, it's Wednesday, so it's Check the Lotto Max ticket day. So we do that on our OLG
Determine
scanner.
if you have to come back for the 7-day.
Let's see here. Apparently somebody won it. So
well, it wasn't me. I didn't buy a ticket.
Let's go. Oh. It is a winning ticket.
Okay, well, you know.
I won free play.
Better than a boot to the head.
That's right. So this could be worth something on Friday on the next draw. Now let's do the 7-day. Not looking all that bad, but we do have some warmer temperatures heading our way after we fall back down into some colder temperatures tomorrow. We're going to have a sloppy day today. Things are going to stiffen up. But she's laughing. Stiffen up. And we do have some systems coming in for the weekend, and also next week we're watching. So we're not out of the woods yet with this wintry weather, but it is easing off a little bit as far as temperatures go. So there you go.
Well, you know those moments when there's just like so much material that hits you all at once, your mind just kind of seizes up. There's so many things I want to say.
Goodbye.
So we're just going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for staying with us to this point. Tell everybody we are the Sioux's only news show. Like, follow, share. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. You can catch the playback on our Facebook page. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.